about the millions we made on social media in our practice, over 2 million a year was tracked annually in cash pay services from social media. That's not a few patients here and there. That is when social media is our number one source for growth. And that does not happen by accident. It doesn't happen by having someone just do social media on top of their regular job.
Welcome to Success Confidentials.
9 minutes every week that'll level up your practice. If you're a healthcare visionary obsessed with patient experience, team culture, marketing, and growth, you're in the right place.
We are too. We're Lauren
and Christine,
the patient whisperers. We worked together for 4 years as leaders in a real premium practice.
We did not play in the traditional healthcare sandbox and believe human emotions drive all success, and it really, really worked. We grew our cash pay practice an average 60% year over year.
And on social media, we grew our followers from 1,000 to 14,000 in just 2 years, generating millions in annual revenue from social media alone.
So now we're out here sharing what made us wildly successful so you can be too.
Let's have some fun.
Let's dive in. Today we want to talk about something that we actually address a lot when we work with one-on-one practices. And it's the question, does social media need to be a job in our practice? Do I have to hire someone for this? So we really want to explore today really the difference between making it a task for someone in our practice versus investing in a position that owns social media.
Because if we really want to grow like crazy on social media, one of the worst things we can do is add it as an additional task to someone on our team, rather than having someone fully devoted to the growth of social media. The difference between seeing a few patients here and there and consistently seeing a flow of patients come from social media.
When we talk about the millions we made on social media in our practice, over 2 million a year was tracked annually in cash pay services from social media. That's not a few patients here and there. That is when social media is our number one source for growth. And that does not happen by accident. It doesn't happen by having someone just do social media on top of their regular job.
And Forbes just recently released the top 9 marketing jobs, and a social media coordinator was number 4 on the list, because this is a skill set and a job in itself.
Many times when we meet a new practice and they come to us for help, it's because they're struggling to see good results on social media. And usually it comes down to this baseline that there's no one owning it, and it's just a task that someone's trying to do.
We've seen this added on to various roles within the practice, from front desk to admin, office manager, and even the doctor or healthcare professional. What usually happens is they're set up for a failure. They either don't have the time or the skill set to really manage and grow social media.
And every once in a while, you will see someone who maybe does have a natural knack and skill set, but we have to make sure, do they have the time, and are we investing in training with strategy and clear intent? Because when we think about training for a specific role, if we can understand this is a role that takes training, we would never ask a front desk person to, hey, go run some tests, some medical tests on this patient, if they've not been trained in that role. That doesn't even make sense, because one, it would detract from their role, what they're doing, and they don't have the skill set to be good at the task we're asking them to do. So at the end of the day, the patient would not feel like we are the experts and not feel confident in our abilities. And this translates to how we represent ourselves on social media online.
To reach a lot of people on social media, really, the devil is in the detail when producing the right content, and it takes time and strategy and really understanding the user's experience and stopping their scroll in a positive way. But then it also takes consistency and planning as well. There's a lot that goes into this.
Oh, when you think of capturing the content, editing the content, even the ability to write emotional copywriting, these are skills that not everyone has. You can have a wonderful office manager, administrator, be an excellent surgeon, doctor, healthcare professional, and you might not have the skill set of copywriting and be gifted with words. That this is a skill that you have to have on social media. So when you really know what all goes into it, it makes sense that this is one of the top 4 jobs in marketing today, because the impact is huge when done well.
And it is a full-time job when done well.
We do know a little about this topic because we went from a few fans and followers to over 14,000 people following us on social media in under 2 years, and it did not happen by accident. Like we said, generating over $2 million a year in revenue, there is a way to do this and accelerate your growth. So our takeaways today are really, one, decide who is going to own social media for your practice.
And if it's you or someone else that's already in your practice, be honest with yourself. Do they have the skill set? Do they have the time? And are you willing to make that investment?
And if not, and you're looking to hire a social media coordinator, don't worry. We take out all of the guesswork. We have a complete program with everything from the job listing to the interview questions and what that process can really look like, as well as how to onboard them and get them started. If you do have someone in practice that you're going to invest in this role, then we have a complete starter guide that really defines what their responsibilities should be and how are they going to get results for you. So see the link in our caption for those resources. If we can help you with anything related to today's topic, use the link to schedule a free 30-minute synergy session just for new practices.
For our existing practice clients, you already know where to find us.
Now we want to hear from you. What resonated? What other topics are hot for you right now? We want to know all about it in the comments.
We're just a comment away, so if you have any questions, we personally respond to all comments and DMs. If you're not subscribed yet, make it easy on yourself to see new episodes and reference topics that are helpful by hitting the subscribe button.